Hey, Ashley Benavides here with Better Life Fitness, and I want to thank you for coming back for this week's Bettering Your Health Fit Tips. So, this week we're going to talk about trans fats. There's a lot of hype out there about trans fats and what they do and what they don't do and why they're bad, and so I wanted to explain a little bit more in detail why trans fats are so bad and explain to you what they are and how do you know if they're in your food or not. So, let's get started. Trans fats. There are trans fats in a lot of things that you may not even know of, like peanut butter, certain chocolates. Well, I'll show you a few examples, but pretty much what trans fats do is, as it was explained to me by a registered dietitian, is that they are one molecule away from being a plastic, a very flimsy plastic. Well, your body was not made to process plastic, and so what it does is it just sits in your fat cells. And so if you have a hard time losing weight, good chance is that it's probably because you've eaten a lot of trans fats, or you continue to eat a lot of trans fats, because your body takes forever to digest them. So a trans fat is actually poison to your body, and unfortunately marketers have gotten really good at disguising trans fats, as in when you look at the nutrition label on the side of the container or the package that you're purchasing, it'll say 0 trans fats. But it's not true. If there's any type of hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils in the food, then there are trans fats present. So before I go into the nutrition label a little bit more, I want to tell you why trans fats are so bad. What does it do to your body? And there's a list here, so I'm going to be referring to it. So I'm going to look down and just so you know, I have my little book here. But some of the things that trans fats do is it accelerates the growth of tumors, or it will cause tumors to happen, or cancer, because your body doesn't know what to do with it, and so it just sits there. And anytime you have molecules or cells sitting there for too long of an amount of time, then your body starts trying to attack it and get rid of it. Well, that pulls your healthy cells apart to try and attack that, and then you end up having a whole bunch of what we call free radicals going on in your body, and the free radicals are what causes cancer. So trans fats do not help your body at all. The only way to combat that is to eat really, really healthy food with a lot of antioxidants, and we'll save that for another fit tip, but just wanted to let you know a little bit about how tumors can cause or happen in your body. Another thing that it does is it raises your blood sugar levels, and it promotes weight gain. So there's a good chance, well, I don't want to make this generalization, but if you are type 2 diabetic, or you've been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, then there's a chance that you have eaten a lot of trans fats and may not have even known it. Yes, high fructose corn syrup does also contribute to type 2 diabetes, but trans fats are part of the enemy in that disease, the type 2 diabetes disease. So it doesn't help with your blood sugar levels, that's for sure. It impairs your immune system function. Your immune system is what helps you stay healthy if you get sick, or it helps attack the cancer and stuff. Well, you're feeding your body trans fats, and so but it's also impairing your immune system at the same time, so you're getting a double whammy right there. Causes gallbladder disease. There's a lot of people who have had to have their gallbladders taken out, and a lot of times a gallbladder is, you can feel you get this sharp shooting pain kind of underneath your ribs or underneath your lung because of your gallbladder being irritated. Well, your gallbladder gets irritated when you eat a lot of fat, and guess what? Trans fats. So if you eat a lot of trans fats, that might be why you're feeling your gallbladder, or you've already had to have it taken out. It actually clogs your blood and makes the blood cells stick together, so which could lead to plaque or high cholesterol, high blood pressure, stuff like that. What else? Oh my goodness. Promotes cystic fibrosis. Whole nother discussion. I don't think you want me to get into that, but just to let you know, it's not good for you. It lowers, if you're a nursing mom, it actually lowers all of the good fats that's in the breast milk and you are hurting your child's own immune system. So lay off the trans fats too. Causes high blood pressure, we already talked about that. Causes dandruff and acne. So there's a lot of stuff. I have a list of about 25 things here, but I don't want to go on and on and on. I think you get the point that they're not great for you. So next I want to talk about is the nutrition label. So when you're looking at a nutrition label, and I have 3 different items here. One is whipped topping, and this is the generic brand, but any brand has trans fats in it. It's impossible for whipped topping to not have trans fats in it. But I'm looking at the nutrition value here, and I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully this will work. If you can see, it says 0 trans fats on it. 0 grams. But then I'm going to read to you what is on the ingredients list. And it says water, and guess what the second ingredient is? Hydrogenated vegetable oils. So you have 2 different vegetable oils in there that are hydrogenated. A good rule of thumb, anytime you eat something and your mouth feels slick or kind of creamy almost, there's a good chance that you had, and it stays in there for a while on the roof of your mouth or your tongue, there's a good chance you just ingested some high trans fats. I also want to show you Skippy and Jif have a ton of trans fats in them. Even though it says 0 grams on the label, there's still trans fats. Because the third ingredient, roasted peanuts, okay, sugar, not great. And then the third ingredient is hydrogenated vegetable oils. The last one I want to point out to you that you may not realize is just good old hot chocolate. Let's look at the ingredients labels here. Sugar, corn syrup solids, and partially hydrogenated coconut or palm kernel, and hydrogenated soybean oils. So stuff that you wouldn't even think would have hydrogenated and or trans fats have it. So my suggestion to you is to read the label, ingredient list. The reason they can get away with putting 0 grams is because the serving size is so small that if it's 0.9 grams in there, they can still put 0. So the government isn't helping us out much on that. So just pay attention, be wise, be safe, and know that you can take control of your health, and you don't have to rely on what the government says is good or what commercials say are good or ads or anything. All you got to do is just be smart and look at the ingredient list. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.